I hope you guys have had a wonderful time with this game. I know I have too. As you know, it is now out. It broke a whole bunch of Steam records. And I think most of you guys out there, well, hopefully anyway, most of you guys out there who bought the game have been enjoying it. I have 2 game keys to give away for this game, sponsored by Winnie. It's one of our ridiculous patrons. He's decided he wants to sponsor a giveaway for Manor Lords. So he's already sent me some keys to give away to some of you guys. So how can you enter to win Manor Lord? Good question. First, you have to be on our Discord server. It's linked in the description. You can get in there. You're going to find a channel called Giveaway. It's a real easy to find channel. It's right there by the general like chatting channel, if you will. And all I want you to do in that channel is just say, thanks, Winnie. That's it. Say thanks, Winnie. And you're qualified to win. And we're going to do a random number generation to decide the winner. So that's it. You will be contacted. You'll be tagged in that channel and contacted. All you have to do is DM me after that point. And we'll take care of that key distribution for you. Okay? That is the only thing you have to do to win. Everyone is eligible. Good luck. All right. So. Oh, and we'll be picking the winner on Monday night. So you have about 48 hours, essentially, to play. Okay. So here we go. This is Charleston. It's up to 144 housing capacity. It's looking pretty good. There are some unsatisfied people, but most of that stuff is just going to get worked out over time because of the marketplaces and stuff. This market has no locations left. This little tiny market has no locations left. And this little tiny market over here, well, it also has no locations left. So any new stalls that get built are going to have to go somewhere else. And so I've made, in this new little housing district over here, I've made another marketplace. And look, there's only one space left. So now over here, we're going to have another marketplace too. And there's like 18 spots here for more markets. This game can get quite big. It really can. I also started the video by the apple orchards because I think it's really nice and how they're super colorful and everything. I think that they're looking pretty good. They take a while to grow, but it's worth it. Well, it would be if we can actually eat the apples. We can, I think anyway, export the apples for some money. So we do have some people going into our trading post here. Lots of people come in with their wagons and their horses and such. And so we are a net exporter of a lot of different goods, apples being one of them. We have 653 in stock. I said that I want just 5 as my surplus. So we should be selling like almost 650 more apples. When I made this trade, we had over 800. So we're definitely selling them. And the money is up there reflected in regional wealth. That's pretty good. And the bandits are back. I didn't even know you guys were here. We can easily get rid of these bandits if we want to just by claiming territory. They only spawn in territory that is unclaimed. So once we claim the territory, we shouldn't have to deal with that anymore. Since I have almost 5,000 influence, I'm going to go ahead and claim this. Well, I can press the claim. If my opponent doesn't want to stop me, then I suppose I'll just get it. But if he does want to stop me, I guess he can try, and we'll just defend ourselves with it. But otherwise, we're going to go ahead and claim this territory here. And with this territory, I would probably go in... I don't know. Like, maybe I could get a rich clay deposit for that. Obviously, I misplayed the first region. The first region should have been more towards leveraging this iron a bit more. Obviously, the iron is gone now. I've already taken out the mine, and the bloomery and stuff could be deleted too. I don't need that anymore. Those... yes, we're still on the... We're not on the release version yet. There's that. And so I've taken care of most of my metal industry. Is just kind of gone. There's no need for it. But if I had gotten deep mining, I would be able to work that mine forever. I would have an infinite source of iron, and that would be the main export. That would be really the main business for Charleston. As it is, though, I don't really have a means of creating anything else with iron unless I get another territory with it. And the next territory that has infinite iron is over here. And also the one that we have yet to claim, which we are going to do so today. Assuming my opponent lets me claim this unclaimed territory, I will be coming over here today and taking this one away from him. And that will complete the objective for the game. at least at this time. I'm really interested to know what this guy is going to do with this game. I think there's so much potential here. I do think that despite its beauty, it does lack a little bit of content at the moment, a little bit of replayability at the moment. There's definitely something there in, you know, refining your skill, refining how your build order. Certainly you can get more practice with combat, although if you really want more practice with combat, you should probably play something like Total War. But like if you're really into that, then, you know, fine, I guess. I'm not, but it's to each his own. If you like, there's definitely replayability to an extent in this game, I think, because of how flexible things can be. But it would really be down to, how do I word it? Okay, it's like most games. You get out of it what you put into it, right? You use your imagination, and the game is a tool for your entertainment. So it doesn't do everything for you, is what I mean, right? And that's kind of the way it is for a lot of the games we play here. Waldbrun has a settlement point we could invest in. I think I will do deep mining here, because upon doing that, we now get access to this clay pit once more. It's a rich deposit, and if we work it, which I took the mine away, so we should be able to now put that mine back and have an infinite supply from doing that. So we'll just do... Wow, so many trees uprooted. What happened? Well, gonna have to uproot the trees, I guess. But yeah, we'll be able to rework that. This should be good. Right here, this... Yeah, just connect that, I guess. Because I tore it down before, right? And then we have, you know, the clay furnace down here. We can start working that again after we start working the clay mine. And then you have an infinite supply for the roof tiles, and we can use that as the trade for this region. Selbitz is over here as well. I've taken heavy plow first, of course. I also have fertilization, which allows us to put the fences up on the pastures, or sorry, on the fallow fields, and then use those fields as pastures for our sheep breeding. And I've gone in and I've gotten that started as well. So the sheep farm is here, although there's nobody working it yet. And we have sheep in a pasture over here. There are 4 of them, so they're going to, you know, begin to breed. I have been purchasing them from here, and I said I wanted 8 surplus, so we're going to keep using the region's wealth to buy more until it gets to 8, and then at that point I can kind of take off. We have claimed the region. There it is. So we really don't have to worry about bandits aside from any bandits that come from this area. And I think what I'll do now is I'm just going to go ahead and get some soldiers together. We're going to take these guys out. Then I'm going to claim this territory. I suppose if I do that now... Will the bandits just disappear if I do that now? I am curious on what happens if I claim territory that have brigands in it already. Let's go ahead and press that claim and see what happens. If my opponent wants to stop me, of course, they can announce that, and I'll get my armies out, and we'll crush them, and then we can march on onto their territories too. But I have 2.9 thousand remaining, so I have enough to press the claim on that final zone already. So there's that. I've been doing really well with collecting good taxes and everything. This is not accurate. You're still... I'm hoping a lot of these little bugs are worked out. Like, it's not switching the region as I go over it. So yes, obviously that has no food. Here we go. The Charleston again. We were running out of storage space, and a lot of our burgage plots, a lot of our places were just running out of space. So I've got large storehouses, and I'm going to start getting the plethora of people that we have available to start working them. I have another one over here by the tavern. I'm gonna start getting people to work in these, just so we can, you know, have those logistics, move things around. We really need to be able to do that a little bit better. We have a ton of sheep. I really wish we could migrate these sheep somewhere else, trade between regions, trade livestock between regions. I've been looking around. If there's a way to do it, it's not immediately obvious. I wish there was definitely more to that. We are also, just to keep people happy in this area, we're also purchasing malt because we're just not able to distribute it fast enough. So for, is it food? No, I think it's materials. Yeah. So we're a net exporter of wool because we've got a ton of sheep. Let's go ahead and get that trade route going. We're a net exporter of wool. We are going to be a net exporter of iron slabs, but we can't do that anymore. So I guess we'll just go no trade. But we're importing malt. And I want to get at least 20. Hang on. We have a fire. Oh, in the armorer's shop. Now, this is where you test out how much, you know, where's your water access, right? And the water access should be really close by. I say this without actually knowing. Well, that's not my fault. The water it's just actually far away. That's going to burn down. There's no way we're saving that. Now, the one thing I was curious about is whether or not fires can spread to neighboring buildings if they're really close, because they totally should be able to do that. So the question is, does the tailor shop also catch fire? Now, if the armorer shop burns, and indeed it does, to the ground, it's gone now, we can hopefully rebuild it, but maybe I don't want to rebuild it. Maybe I want to turn the armorer now into something else. Turn it into, say, somebody who makes war bows instead of the armorer. So I should be able to do that by just hitting demolish now. It's a really fast process. They'll move those supplies out of the way, and then I'll just put another burgage plot there. Because I can't do any armor anyway, I don't have the iron anymore. So we'll just have this be a new plot with something totally different in it as soon as they get that stuff out of the way. There it goes. And we'll just build it from scratch anyway, but instead of being an armorer, it's just going to be a standard old burgage plot now. All right, cool. So yeah, we're a little bit short on the fuel in this region, which is a little troubling, honestly. We got 3 woodcutters on this. We got 3 in the charcoal kiln. It's just really hard to keep up with it. So I'm thinking we need another charcoal kiln, really, because we seem to be using, I mean, even the woodcutters have actual shops, so they're clearly selling it direct, which I wouldn't really want them to do, but all right. Can't stop them, it doesn't look like. We can put another charcoal kiln maybe over here. Maybe over, yeah, how about right back here? Near these houses. I like that. And then the firewall will just get moved over there, right? Stock's getting damaged because they don't have a place to store it. We can upgrade this to level 3, though. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, because they have access to... they have access to alcohol now. Because we're importing malt. As long as our exports are good, we can afford to bring in malt like that. And that's okay with me. We'll check back in on Charlestown later. It is a... Yeah, oh, there's a fire. Really? There was a fire in Goldoff, too? This burgage plot burned down. Where's the water in this area? Really? You guys couldn't put the fire out? The water's right here. How you not put that fire out with the water being right there? I feel like fires are OP. You just can't extinguish them. They will absolutely destroy everything. Even with the well nearby, it doesn't matter, it seems. That's what it seems like anyway. Well, either way. I'll have to wait and upgrade this next time. It was level 2. Everything was level 2, but I guess I'll have to wait for fuel supply and all that stuff to get in there again. Fine. Whatever. Let's check over real quick. Yeah, Selbitz. I just want to see whether or not we're farming. It's November. We should have already harvested a lot. So you see each of these fields now have these fences. And that's done by the upgrade. You have to actually manually upgrade it. And there's a really interesting thing that happens in this build, which I would hope, I mean, I haven't reported it, so maybe someone else has, or if they haven't, then I guess I'll just have to do it. But there's a really interesting thing that happens here. I'm going to just kind of demonstrate it. I don't know if it'll actually work, but I'll try to demonstrate it. So if I make a field right here and I go, I mean, it's not perfectly aligned, right? But let's just say I do it like this. Fine, whatever. It's big enough to demonstrate what I'm talking about. There's going to be a button right here that says fence up. So I can click this. That's going to cue this to have its fence put in, okay? If this field is being managed by a farm that has oxen, the oxen do weird things. They seem to prioritize clearing this field to prepare it to plant. And so when they do that, that involves the process of removing the planks. So your builders will bring the planks over to the field, and it happened with every single one of these fields as I was upgrading them. I had to take the oxen away from the farm. I had to basically unassign it from the farm, and then I was able to do this. So hopefully maybe that stops. But what will happen is the builders will bring the planks over here, and they won't begin building until all of the goods are there. So they'll bring like 3 or 4 planks, but they won't get the 5th before the oxen arrive to take all the planks away and bring them to the storehouse. And then go back. They're just like, not on my farms. So anyway, yeah, hopefully that gets looked at. Maybe we'll be able to see that happen here. I don't know. We do have a few builders. So if I maybe tell them that this is the highest priority, they're probably building. Yeah, they're kind of focusing on these burgage plots right now, which is cool. That's an all right thing for them to do. But I'd rather they focus on this just so I can test and see it. I don't know whether it will happen, but we do have livestock assigned to these. The reason I don't know if it'll happen is because, to be honest, I don't know whether or not they're close enough to actually intercept the planks before the builders can build it at this distance. Over there, yes, but over here, the builders are closer, so they might actually be able to do this fast enough. We'll see. So we have 4 out of 5 planks here. 5, yeah, they were able to do it really quickly. But if they weren't able to do it, like over here, if they had to go from all the way over here to get the planks and then walk all the way this way, the oxen would totally beat them to it and just take the planks away. Guys, I have a concern, okay? So we've taken all the territories, right? And I'm getting ready to kind of plan out how I want to go after this. And there's something just a little bit weird about how they don't allow me to have any more than 6 groups of soldiers. And that's a little bit, well, it's just a little bit silly, all right? Like, let me explain. So we're in Charleston right now, and if I want to create a new one, right? Let's say I want to create, I've got a whole bunch of sidearms, a whole bunch of small shields, 288 recruits possible. I'm just going to go ahead and militia footmen. See, I can't make any more because I'm limited in how many I'm allowed to have. And the problem with that is because of the retinue, okay? There are 3 manors. Right? I built one in Charleston, I built one in Walbrand, and I built one in Goldoff. I can't get rid of these. You can't remove them from the list. So once you make a manor and you get those 5 retinue, that is it. That slot of your 6 slots is now occupied, which means you can't put, for example, a group of 36 spear militia in there, right? You can't do that. So I'm kind of forced to make these manors as big as possible so that I can have a full 24 in there. I'm forced to do that. Otherwise, I'm stuck with 5 in this slot, and it gets worse. You can't delete the manor and have the retinue go away either. So I deleted the manor, and what happens is the 5 units that are ready to rally at a moment's notice, they are now classified as cold and might freeze to death because they're classified as homeless. So I'm gonna have to rebuild the manor over here, which I didn't want to do, and I'm gonna need to also go ahead and do the garrison tower next to it so that I can have a full 24 when it's done. You're only allowed 1 of those garrison towers per region, which means the maximum you can have in this slot is now 24. Okay? Now, Walburn already has the full 24, and that's cool and all. If I can go into their customization, we're gonna upgrade all of their armor. We're gonna make sure they are as badass as they can be. I apparently didn't do this for everybody, right? So we're gonna do this for everyone who doesn't have it, because if I can only have 24 people in there, they've got to be well equipped, right? So let's go ahead and do that on everyone who needs it. Looks like we're good there. Okay. So Walbrand's retinue is fully outfitted. This also wouldn't be much of a problem if expertise would go up. It's not installed yet. Like, this feature isn't in the game yet. And so these guys are really not going to be all that much better than a group of my citizens with spears, shields, and helmets, and potentially armor. If I had it, they're just not going to be as good, right? So if I want my soldiers to have proper armor, well, I can maybe buy it. If I go to the trade and I go to military, if I want to get plate armor brought in, which is expensive, but I want to do it, then I'm going to go ahead and do this, import, and we're just going to make sure that we have like a whole bunch of this. I don't know. Maybe I could look at it a million times, or I could just say I want, I don't know, like 100 of it, right? And we're just going to bring it in with a whole bunch of regional wealth. Charleston's up to almost 14,000. So we'll just bring that plate armor in. And that's better than mail and everything. So that just takes care of it. We actually have 200 helmets. And we're supposedly exporting them down to 150. So that's fine. But I can't do anything else in this region because I can't reallocate points. There's no way to wipe your points and redo it. So yeah, there's that. So I'm just concerned about army strength going into this last fight, because he has the potential, because I'm limited, he has the potential to definitely bring in more people than I do, which is going to require tactics, right? And well, I mean, whatever. Like, there's a lot of Total War veterans out there who have criticized, say I suck at the battle part of the game, and you know what? That's fine. You know, you win the pissing contest. Good for you. But unfortunately, though, because of that, if I don't have superior numbers, it's going to require some really tactical thinking. So what I'm thinking is I want to fight here. This is tentatively where I want to fight. I want to fight here. I want them approaching me from this side, and I want to fight here so that they're down in this low ground, and I can barrage them with arrows on their way in. I also, I'm going to need to try to figure out how I can get around them to, pinch them and stuff. But without superior numbers, that's going to be very difficult to do. So anyway, Goldoff needs a manor, because otherwise I can't do anything with this, and I'm stuck with just 5 people instead. So that's going to be a high priority for you guys. Please build that again. And then Charleston, right? Charleston's retinue is going to be very costly to my budget. It comes out of my pocket, right? Instead of my regional wealth, which is fine. But I'm going to have to do this over and over again to make sure that I have 24 of the most badass people. Because if I can only have 24, they better be good. So we're just going to do this over and over again until I have what it takes here. And man, do I wish I could just promote one of your citizens to retinue locked in early access. Okay. I was like, wait a minute, what's this button? No, I can't do that. So yeah, I mean, at least we have, sidearms and shields and all sorts of things that we can just pay for. There you go. That's as good as I can do. So Charleston's armies now is 24. Retinue for Waldbrand is 24. We're going to have 36 militia footmen. We're going to have 36 spears. I'm kind of thinking I want more shields and spears instead of the footmen. I don't know. Like, I can remove units still. I'm thinking I want more spears and big shields instead. Like, I think this is how I want this. Yeah, and then we have one group of archers. And then the only way you can go over this number, right, is through hiring mercenaries. And the only mercenaries that have been available for the longest time now, the only mercenaries that have been available are the Wayward Sons. So I think there's like a limit to how many times you can hire a certain band of mercenaries before maybe that you can only hire them once. I wasn't aware of this. So if you can only hire them once, then I used them up in the last battle and I won't have them this time, which might be a big deal. That might be a problem. So we'll have to cross our fingers and hope it isn't. But yeah, basically. Goldoff, I need your thing built. This needs to take. Please don't take forever. Doing this very essential thing for me. In the meantime, though, I mean, we have really great regional wealth. We have a lot of like level 3 buildings. Look at Charleston, actually. A lot of these buildings over here by the apples are all level 3 already, too. I'll just hold tab as you can see them. This little number with the circle is the level of the building, right? And if they're eligible for an upgrade, it'll be like a greenhouse. So I can click that and upgrade it if it's eligible. There we go. If it's not eligible, then of course it will tell me why. In this case, food accessibility, food diversity accessibility is a little bit weird here, which is kind of odd. The marketplace should have a good variety, but apparently it doesn't. It's got meat, berries, bread, eggs, vegetables, apples, but we can't eat the apples. It does still count for the variety, though, supposedly. we can make sure that there are more of them. So let's go ahead and do chickens there. Chickens here. Just get more eggs in stock. Basically, I want to just get more eggs here if I can. 67. Vegetables, probably. I mean, it'd be really great if there was another source of berries somewhere, right? You can only get berries from a very small single source. Oh, isn't that great? Let's do, yeah, chicken coop again. I'm just going to make a whole bunch of chickens over here, I think, just to help that out. Maybe they'll help with the food diversity situation. These are all level 3 buildings, at least up to here. This one here needs to be upgraded. There we go. We can upgrade these. Beautiful. And so we're going to end up with a huge capacity for people. I really don't understand why I can only have this many. I mean, maybe it's a balancing decision, but like what's the point of having this many recruits available, basically? What's the point of having all these people if you can't use them? I build all these shields. I make all these spears, these helmets. Doesn't matter, man. Not allowed to have it. Just the way it goes. All right, Goldoff, did you build your manor yet? Gosh, you're getting close. Come on now. 15, 35, 25. You have all the materials done. Okay. So I'm hoping. Oh boy. Don't tell me you're still homeless. You can live in this manor now. There's a very conveniently located manor here for you. Yeah, taxes. We can do like a 1% on the taxes, maybe. I don't know. Whatever, it's fine. I want to see if I can do that now. Can I? I can customize again. Okay. So I want to, just do this. And have as many of these guys as I can. Now, I am also curious now. If I build a manor in Selbitz, will I be able to get 24 there and still keep the units from Charleston that I already have in the list? Because that's the big thing. Can I still keep the ones I have? I don't know. Because I think I'm limited to 6, which means... Well, I think what it means is if I... if I make an army in Selbitz right now, if I build a manor here, which these guys don't have, they're at 90% on the public order. If I build that manor, then, well, what I'm assuming is if I get rid of one of these units, I won't be able to add them back, is what I'm assuming. Let's test this. I had this queued once. We're gonna rebuild it, or we're gonna build it here, up on the hill, like right here, I guess. And again, we'll garrison, and we'll commit, and we're gonna get that to be down like so. All right, so I'll let them build that this time, and I'm just curious on how it works because I'm a little nervous about not having enough people to actually take him. All right, so here we go. Just upgrade all these little extra things we've got going on here. Sheep farm is good. We got the pastures in here. We got all the fencing and stuff so they can graze in the fallow fields anyway. Got a couple fields that are fallow. Flax fields over there looking pretty good. Yeah. Got these guys in the mining pit, and they have nothing else left to mine in this mining pit, so we're gonna get them out of there. Hey, camera, can I stay over here, please? Thank you. Appreciate it. I think that's everything for this, though. I don't have any more clay. Yeah, clay's gone, so we don't need this anymore either. We can break that down. Come on. Right here, break it down. Good. Okay. So, I think with all that stuff done, assuming the 5 people that are still apparently cold, I don't understand it. Maybe if I rally you, will that change things? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. These guys have expertise. Now, I haven't seen that yet. Weird. Walburn's retinue is the only one that's been fighting. That's why this is strange to me. This is the only one that's been fighting. Charleston's has been sitting there with 2 soldiers and not caring. But yet, these guys are the ones that don't have any expertise built up. Goldoff's hasn't done anything yet. They have it. So that's a little weird. Let me rally you to here. Let me see if those 5 homeless people end up coming in here. So far, it seems like these guys are just chilling. The icons also, there's a bug right now where they kind of get offset from their icon, and they end up having to basically report to their icon. Yeah, I think these are the homeless people that are finally starting to make their way over here. There we go. So now that everybody's here, there's only 24 of them. Man, I really wish there were more than 24 of you. If I disband the unit now, do you go home? You should all go home now and have a home, but you're still complaining that you don't have a home. So I guess what I would say is don't build a manor and then demolish it. Don't demolish it to try to figure anything out. All right, so we have this. So I guess, again, my question is, if I go to Selbitz, if we build this building, which is about to be done, there's 15 lumber needed, 15 timber. That's just about, well, that's about oxen, basically. I hope we get some oxen here soon. This stable's got 2 out of 2. This one's got 2 out of 2, but there's nobody on it, so we're going to do that. I think maybe I get one more of these hitching posts. I can never remember where they are in this. Yeah, right. Let's go get one like right here. And then we should also have another one I built recently right here. Yeah, this stable, which has stable space 0 out of 2. This is ready to go. We'll order an ox from there. And maybe that will do what we needed to do. Okay, so the answer to the question is yes. If you build another manor, you absolutely can have more retainers. So I've gone ahead in Selbitz and added 24 and outfitted them with all the armor and everything. We're down to 6,500 in my treasury. And I've also tested whether or not I can add this militia spearmen back if I take them away, and I cannot. Okay? So, again, it's limiting me on what I'm able to do, and it's a little bit frustrating. But if I get rid of this spear militia, I lose them. I can't make more. And I don't understand that. It makes no sense. I can hire the Wayward Sons. This has all been tested already, and I reloaded. So I can hire the Wayward Sons. That will add 2 more here, and they'll be archers. But other than that, I will have no other army. And so I'm a little bit worried about that because, again, the final battle, he's going to put everything he has into it. And I think that's probably balanced towards us having many different territories. At the moment, I only have 4. I can have up to 3 more, and so I'm thinking maybe we do play to get more. If nothing else, just to get more retainer soldiers, just to get more retinue, right? Like that's probably the way to go here. So I was gonna make this the last. I was gonna make this the finale, but I don't have confidence that we can win this battle, and so I think I might have a couple more vids. I might just have one, or maybe, I don't know, for Manor Lords here, because I need more armor. I need more soldiers, basically. Now that I have all of these territories, right, and I have enough, influence to make that claim. There's really no worry about being able to actually make the claim, and I have a lot of money, so we can get additional people, and that means additional taxes, which means additional soldiers and resources and all that stuff. The clay is not nearly as attractive to me, honestly, as the iron is. So I kind of want to go after the iron deposit over here first. This stuff is really spread out, though. I don't particularly like this region, but if I had to, I would say this is how I would do it. I'd put this camp maybe here, and we'll start them off with maybe average. We could go plentiful. We can start them off plentifully. You know, it's only a little extra money. And we can get started over here in this region instead of fighting today. Because I just don't think we can do it. I don't have confidence that we can win the fight. So we're going to start like we always do. We're going to need to get the granary in here so that we can save our food. Hunting's over here. Berries over here. Granary's going here, let's say. And then we'll have another, we'll just have this be located there. So let's get this stuff done ASAP, please, to save all the food later. Once they get those things done, because I started them off plentifully, they should have many resources to do this. But I'm going to start my logging efforts. I think those should probably go over here. So we'll start the logging efforts over here. We'll take the saw pit to get the planks going, and we'll get the woodcutter's hut to get the wood cutting going. And then we're also going to want a storage house over here just to help with the logistics. We have one there and one there. That's fine. Okay. Start with just 5 people. We'll get at least one in the granary right now so that they can start moving that food in. Everyone else will work on building the storehouse. And then I want to also get, I think, another hitching post. We're going to put that, man, right in the middle would be super cool. Actually, is there access to water right here? Water. Ooh, there is. Okay, water there. And then can I put a hitching post right here? Just because. Man. Would have been cool to have it there. Okay, I'll put it right here instead. It's fine. Okay, Imenrith. We're now going to start building in here. And the main thing I want to do in Imenrith is we're going to get this rich iron deposit. Infinite source of iron. Unlike, I mean, we didn't do the right thing in Charleston, right? So we need to do the right thing. Hi, camera. Oh my God, please. Please be fixed in the release version. Please be fixed. That's really crazy. Yeah, these guys are having a hard time getting food. It's a really strange thing because we have so much food. But it's like we can't... The thing is, yeah, we can't eat the apples. So really, they have just vegetables and eggs. And like there's a lot of them, but apparently they're not a lot of them in the stalls, I guess. Maybe I need to get another marketing stall. Like another market stall right here might work. They have to, of course, occupy the ones that are currently out there first. But if I put another market stall like right here, man, are you gonna really do it that way? Can I guess all the stalls I can have, bro. There we go. It's a little better. 14, 13, 8, 14 it is. So just have another little area here for market as they walk up the hill to the tavern. That's probably good. Well, quality, you say. Here's the joiner's shop. Making us shields. I think I want the small shields, please. And we are running real low on fuel over here in Charleston. My gosh, why? Charcoal kiln is running with max people in it. This one's running with now max people in it. And I'm going to assume it's a firewood shortage because it's two charcoal kilns. Come on. Yeah, it's definitely a firewood shortage. How are we doing with timber? Pretty good. Making a lot of planks. Looks like we're going to need more woodcutters. So let's go ahead and grab more woodcutters lodge. And I guess we'll pop that in like right here is fine, I guess. Let's get that to be a high priority so we can get people working on it. I got 34 spare families. There's a lot of labor here. I wasn't even touching the keyboard. I don't even know why you did that. Like my hand I wasn't even doing anything. Whatever, it's fine. All right. One timber. Just one timber. Bring it on in, please. Just a single timber so I can start with my firewood. It's November. Can't be down firewood in November. Can't be down charcoal. Not a good idea. Not a great thing. Only 196 charcoal is awful. Let's do this. Get as many people on timber as I can to make sure they're also working in this area. Just because. Make sure they're as close as possible. I do have 2 foresters as well. Making sure that this stuff stays growing as well. Loggers, real quick, make sure your area is this. Okay. Not much else I can do there. One of the things I wish I could do in the game is I want to be able to remove these policies. Development points. I want to be able to retract development points. Yeah, it wipe them from the board. I would love to be able to do that and like reconfigure things. But I know that kind of breaks the balance a little bit. Because you could maybe take advantage of something and then once that something is no longer as useful to you, you could swap out to something else. So I understand it. It's just one of those things where like the first time you play the game, you don't fully understand what the workflow is, what you should be doing essentially. So that's something that you'll just do better on the second. I'll just do better on the second playthrough, that kind of thing. So let's go ahead and upgrade these. They should be able to go to level 3. I guess not. No, because you are not close enough to the tavern, I guess. These ones can go, though. Come on, camera. Quit it. Right there. Right there. Okay. So all of these will be level 3. That gives me 222 capacity. It's crazy. Let's take a look at our little new civilization way over here. Probably should just spend some time over here just to make sure, right? Storehouse for logistics. There we go. We're going to want to have our... Hi, can I please have my logging camp? Build that first, please. Highest priority now. You only have 11 timber left, so we need to get that done first. And then we can start on the burgage plots. I think the burgage plots is going to go right here. Real quick check on fertility. Not really. Emmer and rye, of course, always, but we're not really going to be growing much here. Let's just make it, you know, we can face it this way. I don't have the timber to even do this, so I don't know why I'm even bothering to make the plans. It does look like I can do some, though. Right? Let me do some of these. Not... Maybe have the road do this. This road can come out this way and do this. What does this look like? Oh, I have to stop here, right? Stop where you want that plot line to be. And then drag it out from there. Yeah, so I need 24 to make that happen, but you know, it's okay. Well, we're gonna make it happen. They're just gonna be homeless for a little while longer. Are we really out? We're not out of timber. Don't do that. It says we have 11. I started you off plentifully. I gave you all my money. And then we need... Oh my god. The lag spikes too, they're getting wild. Upgrade to worker camp. Oh, wait, I never even bothered to click this before. Provides crude living spaces for 5 families. Contrary to burgage plots, they can't be upgraded or expanded and may cause a small loss of approval. Best suited as worker accommodations for outposts. Oh, interesting. Well, I mean, no, we're gonna make a full-on city, man. I want my taxes. I need that money. Double check. I need to make sure that Charleston's fine before the winter. There's only 2 months of fuel. That's got to be changing, though. I mean, it has to be, right? Well, it's winter now. So if it wasn't changing... Oh, boy. Saw pit. Let's get another ox if I can. I'd like to get more oxen. 2 more in that stable right there. There's 2 in this one already. 2 in this one already. There's probably 2 in all of them. Are we doing anything with the malt house? I think we're just importing malt at this point, which is fine. You know, they're getting the tavern. The tavern is getting what it needs. Here we go. Level 3 there, and level 3 there. Excellent. All right. Anything else need level 3? Anyone else can have a level 3? No. How can you 2 have it, but these guys can't? It's crazy. Absolute crazy talk. These ones over here are work in progress. Yeah, all right, fair enough. I'm still not seeing this fuel supply rising. It's got me nervous. We're just like stuck at 180 charcoal. Look at all these wagons coming into town. Where are they going, though? All right, autosave. Stop. All right, so they came in from this side, and they're going that way. Should I just make a shortcut for them? Should, right? Just get a shortcut for them. There you go. You have a shortcut. You can go that way now if you want to. Okay, winter's coming to an end, and Ruth has a few burgage plots up. All of these plots in this row here by this curved road, they're all able to have the expansion slots. So I got them into these first, And then to get the level up, we just need the burgage plots themselves. So even though I have 5 families in burgage plots, I don't have 5 burgage plots. So it didn't actually upgrade it. So I have to wait for that to happen. But otherwise, everything is working pretty smoothly, I guess. This hitching post has got the ox. I think I was going to make another one. This one's got one. So we're up to 2 oxen in this area. Yes. And so we'll probably want a third because this one's going to be... I think this area here is going to be really busy, especially with the fact that they have the really rich animals to hunt too. Good source of meat in here. They're going to be definitely able to hunt and keep themselves going with that. Speaking of which, I probably should get that hunting camp up. And let's put it over right... yeah, I'm going to put it like right here. Just a little off the road. Like that. And the granary's just down the street. And so they'll be able to help with that. But when we go to get our level ups, in this area, we're totally going charcoal and the deep mine. And we have to make sure we keep 2 points available for that. I think, though, that other things we could look at getting are... where's the one that makes... Was it trapping? It wasn't trapping. There was one that made the hunting plots look really good. Sorry. It was in the policies tab. That's why I couldn't find it. Policies. So we're definitely going to go down here with this because of the iron. But in the policies tab, we can hit this one. Hunting grounds. Wild animals on rich deposits breed twice as fast and at the cost of 50% reduced yields from crops. We're not going to be doing a whole lot of farming over here. And so we can actually use the policy now to help with the food once we get it. All right. So I'm going to keep building on that, or building that. We have a little bit of stone right here. We could also start working because we're going to need that for, building certain things later. So we'll get that built too. But once these burgage plots finish, I just need one of them to complete. And then I'll have the first point. And I think the first point is going to go probably into charcoal. Trapping would be nice for the passive, but yeah, doubling the berry deposits too. Maybe. These guys are going to need food pretty soon, so it's just that I need more people, and so like really focusing on the construction part of it is kind of the deal here. Let's put a pause. You've already delivered the goods. You might as well build it. Yeah, all these stuffs are delivered. We're going to put a pause on that one so they don't deliver it. And then I think we can probably take somebody... I think temporarily taking people out of the granary and stuff. Yeah, let's take them out of these things for now. So more families on building. And then we're going to need planks. So let's get the saw pit going. We're going to need planks happening now. You get 1 development point. Yeah, and I think for the development point for this area, I think we're going to go down to charcoal. Make sure that we have really good firewood for this area. We have to do it anyway to get deep mining, so we'll just get it. The trapping is good, but I need to make sure that we're not going to run out of firewood too. Because we have the rich source of animals, we'll probably already have a good source of meat anyway. So I'm not super concerned on food, and then I started them off wealthy for that reason, so I don't have to be worried about it. All right, let's go into foragers, and most of the trees are already gone over here, so put the forager like right here, I guess. Don't need to uproot it. There we go. And we'll just bring that down to the road in this direction, I guess. We're going to be cutting down most of these anyway, but... Oh, stop, please. Please, please stop. I'm on the other side of the map now. Yep. I'm just instantly over there. Where did it go? Nope. I guess I was on the right side. I was rotated. I don't know. I'm confused now. I need the woodcutter to just not cut around where the berries are. I guess, does it matter? Does it matter if they cut down the trees near the berries? I don't know if that messes with the berry supply. I know it will mess with the hunters, so I don't want to do that. So I guess we'll go like this instead. That way you won't mess with those. And then I'm going to need a forester. I'll find it. Who gets that reference? Man, oh man. I almost didn't have a movie reference in this video, you know? I was getting close. It almost didn't happen, guys. But you know what? This time is not the time. This is not the time I missed the opportunity for a movie reference in a video. Better luck next time. And the hunters are doing their hunting thing. So we're able to get some food now. We're not going to starve. We got 3 months of supply there. 24 months of fuel now. I think we're good on cutting the wood. Let's maybe put a stop to the woodcutter's lodge for now. Although he's got a stall. I'd rather the storehouse get the stall. Can you make a stall instead? Here, go move your stall. Let the storehouse guy do it. It's fine. Okay, so hopefully that transition happens. And then we got plenty of building supplies. The planks need to start happening, so we'll get double on the saw pit. And the forester's hut's back now too, so we'll be able to plant trees as well as cut them down. We're going to start on this church. And then that's going to help them level up so we can get to level 2. And then the tannery is located here. I don't have anyone to work it right now, but I can swap people in and out for various different purposes or whatever as we go. And then pretty much all of these big plots here are just going to be vegetables since they're really big, but I'll have a bunch of smaller ones on this side and also over here that will have the extension, but they're not so big. And then I can just have chickens and stuff on those. We'll have a variety of different food coming in from that time. And then I need more people foraging as well. I think I'm actually good on timber for now. Let's get the forager's hut going so that I don't starve. And that's the start to a new town. So there you go, guys. I'm going to leave this video here. Remember, there's a giveaway happening. It's talked about at the very beginning of the video. So follow those instructions. Head to Discord. Find the giveaway channel. And say, thanks, Winnie. That's all you need to do to get qualified for that. We'll pick the winner at the end of Monday. At the end of the day, Monday. You guys will know who won that. Special thank you to all the members on the channel. Lots of you guys have joined recently. I appreciate that. Lots of new patrons this month too. Humbled. Seriously, it has been crazy April. There's no way May will top it. Thanks for watching. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.